All right, so Makapuu. It is one of the, actually Makapu'u, I think is the actual term. Those of you guys that know me know that I love Hawaii. I actually just got back last week again. This location is on the east side of Oahu. Oahu is one of my favorite islands, even though how densely packed it is. It still has such an outdoor, easy accessible options. This location is actually very close to a lighthouse. It looks like a drone shot. It's actually me hanging off the cliff edge. The tricky part about that is, sure, there's some danger on hanging over, but more so of keeping the camera, not dropping it, but keeping the camera stable and then keeping it where it's somewhat level and not having shutter shake when you're reaching out holding with one hand. So I wasn't really trying to do anything creative with this shot other than make sure that the composition was set really well. Or it felt right. And I've printed this image, both portrait and landscape. Personally, I think it looks better in portrait than landscape. Just has a better flow to it. But this is, though, if you have not been to Oahu, it is one of the, I think, one of the most spectacular places on the planet. You know, Hawaii, just like any developing country, and Hawaii being in the US, has a lot of, a massive amount of problems, but it also has just an amazing culture, the Polynesian culture. You can really get in with the right crowds that have a great look on life, the traditional aspect to the Hawaiian Islands. It's dear to my heart. In fact, I almost moved over there. I was selling artwork and doing some art shows and stuff. Just spent a lot of time over there. So, and I'll be back at the end of March of this year. But yeah, Makapuu, it's been a bestseller. And honestly, I think the best medium that we've sold it on as far as aesthetics is the rag cloth paper. It's just been a phenomenal medium for it. And I think it has to do with the textures that are in the rock of the shoreline. And that's all lava rock exposed in between waves coming in. But the textures on the rag cloth paper would be my first choice as far as how the ink absorbs into the paper and just the detail of it as well. We've done this on rag cloth paper as well as like deckled edge rag cloth paper. This is another edge finish. And again, we talk about that in the custom or in the mediums section, and really any frame of your choice. I think my first choice of framing would be the black, like a black border. You could do white, but I think it's a little bit too contrasty, where black kind of blends in, and even kind of a neutral. The pewter one's okay, but I think my first choice would be kind of a black or a darker frame of choice. So if you haven't been to Oahu, definitely check it out. Makapu'u, it's a notorious lighthouse on the east side of the island, and you can kind of see this coastline there. The beautiful location. Well, I had a little drone snip in here that I just took of you're looking into Waimanalo, which is also kind of the community that's closest to this location.